takes my freaking photo, sends it to my sister, and say, you better check your hoe ass sister before I expose her. What's poppin' YouTube, and I'm back at you with another video. This is number 3 in my motherfucking trilogy. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab your snacks, and enjoy this tea. But yeah, y'all, this is a video. We're gonna take this way back. Teenage J. We going back to Teenage J, y'all. And this is a story time about my ex trying to expose me. Who is he? So we're gonna take it back. So this is the era that I was dating Devin. And if you haven't watched that story time, Devin is actually my high school sweetheart, my first love. Like, we dated all through school. Yeah, so we was inseparable. But at this moment in our relationship, we were separate. So this is not, it's still the era of Devin. Me and Devin still like communicate occasionally, you know, we're still friends. We only broke up over the summer right before 9th grade because at that time Devin's mom didn't like me. So Devin's mom didn't like me at the time, but she grew to like me. She was just really protective of him at the time, and she would like always like try to mess up our relationship or break us up in the beginning. But eventually she did start liking me and she stopped doing that. But yeah, it was no real reason why she didn't like me. We ain't gonna talk about it. That's still his mom at the end of the day. So she would like force us to break up like all the time. Had she not done that, Devin and I still would have been together at that moment. So this is when I actually met a new boy, and we're gonna call him Deontay. Y'all. So I was Devin and Deontay. Like, why I named them similar? But anyway, so Deontay. So I met Deontay because he was a new boy at our school, and you know, little old me, like, oh, he's cute. Like, I don't have no boyfriend, I got nobody to talk to, so, you know. But everybody literally had a crush on Deontay. So, Deontay and I called it like, or we actually became friends only because I was friends with this other girl. And I'm not even gonna give her a name because she's very irrelevant to the story. We became friends through her because they were friends. And we hung out with them all the time. And he ended up becoming my best friend. So, fast forward. Deontay and I started getting really close. So we decided to, you know, take the step to the next level after we had kissed for the first time at a roller rink birthday party. We kissed, and it was like, to me, like, that kiss felt like magical. Like, I felt like I was floating on clouds with him. So I was like, I need to date him. Like, he is my soulmate, y'all. He's my soulmate. Like, I had put Devin on a back burner. Like, baby, fuck Devin. Well, it wasn't really Devin's fault why he couldn't date me. His mom just kept making us break up. So at that moment, I was kind of like, oh, maybe, you know, this is my soulmate, you know? No. So fast forward, we actually ended up getting official, and everything was good. Everything was great. He used to always call me to my classes. We used to switch phones all the time, like, you know, because sometimes my phone didn't work in like physical education classes, like not PEs. No, my phone didn't work in like health class or classes that was towards the gym. He would give me his phone and he would take my phone for those class periods so that I can be able to use a phone during that time, even though we're not supposed to be using phones in school. But baby, health class is boring. We didn't do nothing but copy out the textbook. So, fast forward. Okay. Deontay and I think I didn't change the name. Deontay and I started to get really close. Matter of fact, because the name is so close to Devin, I'm just going to change his name to Tay. So, there's no confusions. So, Deontay is Tay, Tay is Deontay, the same person. The person I'm telling this story about. So Tay and I started getting really, really, really super close, and we're like inseparable. Like we're hanging out almost every weekend. We're hanging out at school. We're hanging out everywhere. Now, mind you, Devin and I did not go to the same school. Devin went to the rivalry school, so that's why like I never really got to see Devin. So when his mom would make us break up, um, I never seen him, and then his mom would literally block my phone number. Like she didn't want me talking to her precious boy. So he would try to sneak in and block my number sometimes and message me, but it just wasn't working, and that's why I started moving on to Tay at the time. But me and Devin are definitely gonna get back together because I had a whole history with that boy. In the story time. So Tay and I started getting really, really, really close. And 15 years old in high school, getting really close with your dude. So most people are already doing the do, and no, I don't lose my virginity or anything like that. We started, trying to experiment. Yeah, that was sex, but like sending naughty pics. And I was really scared to do it, y'all. I really was, because I'm like, it's so many girls that get exposed in my school, and I didn't want, to get exposed. Like I didn't want to be on that high school hoe pages that they had going on back then. So I was always really, really careful about what I did. But because I had got so close with Devin, I sent him a naughty pic, and my face was not in the picture, y'all. Just so I'm gonna add that part in there. My face was not in the picture. Now, Tay started acting really freaking crazy, y'all. Really freaking crazy. Now, I hadn't sent him like hella pictures. I only sent him probably like 1 or 2 pictures, and he probably sent me like hundreds of pictures because that's what boys do. So he had my picture and I had his picture. I started noticing that Tay wasn't who he said he was. Tay started acting a little crazy at one point, but we're gonna get into that in a minute. Tay, so when I remember I told y'all we used to switch phones, right? So tell me why I'm in health class and I'm going through his phone.
Okay, when I say I'm going through his phone, I'm not looking for anything. I was just playing games on his phone, looking at pictures, just trying to entertain myself in the class period. Most likely was on the social media, just scrolling. And of course, of me just going through stuff, like looking for stuff to do to entertain myself, I come across the app. I was not looking for the app. I came across the app. But yeah, let me just let you know that part.
He has a lock, like a safe lock app on his phone where he hides pictures. So I click on the face lock app and I'm like, looking, this boy had a whole nother naked girl pictures, and I know who the girl is in his phone. He tried to hide it from me, but I knew the lock code because he uses damn near the same code for everything. Not saying I was that type of girl to go through his phone, but when I seen the app, I'm like, why do you have this? And then when I asked him about it, he said, oh, that's for me to put my pictures so my mama won't lose my phone. And yes, he did have our pictures in there too, but he definitely had another girl pictures in there, y'all. I mean, I'm texting this girl every day, messaging her like, you're ugly, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I mean, no hard feelings to the girl now, but I really thought she was ugly back then. We're not gonna talk about how she look now. That's irrelevant to the story. But I was so mad. So what made me even more mad is she was one of the girls that was trying to get with Devin, like my first love. So I always had to deal with this girl. I'm like, dang, this girl keeps coming out of the woodworks, and she keep wanting every boy that I talk to, which is weird. Like, get your own nigga. And so fast forward, I forgave him. Of course I forgave him. Fast forward, track season coming around. Okay. So, my sister and I always done track. So that was our sport in high school. And it was track season coming. Try out for the team, 9th graders trying out for the team. And tell me why we made varsity off rip. We don't have to be on the 9th grade track team. We're not on JV. We was on the varsity team as freshmen, which is sometimes rare depending on how good you are. So he didn't even make JV, y'all. He made the 9th grade team. He wasn't that good back then. So I remember we was at a track meet, and I don't know why everybody came to that track meet. Oh, I think maybe we went to like support them. So it was like a ninth grade plus JV track meet, and we had to go support them. Um, y'all, when I say he was embarrassing, child, why this man came in dead last and like he got super dusted on the ninth grade team? I was like, they was like, that's your man, that's your man. I had to be like, that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him. Y'all gotta realize, like, I went from having a boyfriend that was really, really good at sports to a boyfriend that was hot garbage at sports. So it was mad embarrassing seeing him losing like that when, you feel me, like, no shot to him. Like, I heard after ninth grade he continued to do track when he actually moved away. He continued to do track and he was actually doing a lot better and he got super good. He was like one of the best on the team. But in ninth grade year, baby, no. I'm sorry, I gotta tell you if you ever see this video, no. You was losing and it was embarrassing. All right, but we're gonna fast forward a little bit from the track incident. I just had to add that in there because not only was he cheating on me with other girls, because I had always caught him texting other girls, always caught him talking to somebody else, always caught him having naked pictures of other girls. Now he cheating on me. Now you're losing in races. So I'm already like, that whole feeling that I felt, like that soulmate feeling, is starting to die down. It's starting to go away and I don't have that feeling anymore. But I didn't want to like break up with him because I'm like, dang, like, you know, what am I gonna do? That's how I felt. So fast forward. He actually do some crazy ass ish, y'all. So tell me why I'm in class, right? Okay, so before I say this part of the story time, I do have to tell y'all, I was still talking to Devin. So once I started finding out all this bad stuff about him and about Tay and like all these red flags I was seeing, I was still conversating with Devin. But we was never talking on like we getting back together. Like we had each other's kicks. So like whenever his mom would block me, I would still have his kick and we'll like talk or conversate every once in a while. Like it'll never be nothing too serious.
We weren't using Kick at first because we didn't really like put two and two together about the app because his mom doesn't know about the app. But he started messaging me on Kick and he realized that his mom was not blocking me on Kick because she didn't know about Kick. But it wasn't until after I was already dating Tay. That's why I said that we weren't talking on no get back together terms or anything like that. But that's how he started to message me whenever his mom would block my number.
He knew that I was dating Tay. So nothing like I ever kept anything from him. And Tay actually didn't know that I was still conversating with Devin. So it was not a shock. He had my phone almost every day. So I know he was going through my stuff. So fast forward, I'm sitting in class and I get this message on Kick, y'all. And I'm looking at the message and tell me why it has the same name as Devin's Kick name. It has the same picture as Devin's Kick picture. And I'm like, what the heck? And I was like, you made a new Kick? And he was like, yeah, this is my side kick, or he was like, this is my second kick, so just in case I get my phone taken or something weird, like trying to make up an excuse for it. So you know what I did? I screenshotted it and I sent it to the other Kick that I knew for sure was Devin. I was like, bruh, is this you? And he said, hell no. He was like, who the heck is pretending to be me? And I was like, I don't know, because you know, I was also really skeptical because Devin do play a lot of games. Like he likes to play like that. Like he'll always be doing something weird as a prank. And so I was just like, okay. But he was like dead set, like, that's not me. Like I don't know who that is. Like I'm not even playing with you. This isn't a joke. Like I don't know who that is. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to them and see who it is. So I'm like talking to them, the fake Devin, aka Tay. So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, why are you messaging me on this? Like, why don't just use your main account? He was like, nah, because I just need to have a backup just in case, like blah blah blah, and all this good stuff, coming up with excuses. Then he was like, I really want to get back together. I really miss you. Like, you really mean the world to me. And I'm like, first of all, y'all, Devin does not speak his mind like that. He's not gonna say that to me. Devin, his love language is being goofy. Like, all, like, that's the way he show you that he cares about you, is his goofy personality. Like, he doesn't sit there and express himself like, oh, I want to get back together with you, like, you the love of my life. He don't ever do that. I don't even know if he do it now, but he didn't do it back then. So I'm like, this is definitely not Devin. So I was like, I know exactly who this is, because he sounded exactly like Tay. Tay is that type of person. Like, when he's texting me, he'll be like, oh, I really like you. Like, you really mean the world to me. Like, I love you. Like, I want to be with you for life. Like, I want to have a baby with you. Like, I want to get married to you. And I was just like, this is definitely Tay. I texted Devin. I'm like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. I'm so sorry. And he was like, how you know? And I said, just the way he talking, like, I know that's my boyfriend. And he was like, oh, dang. He was like, oh, you in trouble. Like I said, Devin, playing. So I'm like, no, I'm not in trouble. I'm about to say I'm grown. Child, I'm grown now. I wasn't grown back then. But I was like, no, I'm not in trouble. Like, I don't know why he's doing this. This is really lame. So fast forward back to Devin. So, I mean, not Devin, Tay. So then Tay, when I texted, I was like, I know this is you, Tay. Like, you could really stop acting like my ex. That's weird. Like, why would you even do something like that? This boy goes and say, I'm just testing you. I just wanted to see if you would get back together with your ex. Lordy. This is the stuff that I have to deal with boys sometimes. I'm like, you have to test me, but you're the one that's cheating on me. Why is it that every time a guy cheats on you, he try to point fingers and make it seem like you're the one cheating? Like, it literally makes no sense to me. Like, how you gonna cheat on me but then accuse me of cheating? Like, make it make sense. And it's not adding up, sweetie, because I'm very much confused. But I'm like, boy, you're cheating on me and you worried about me cheating. Like, stop being weird. That's weird. Like, that made me so mad. I didn't even want to talk to him for the whole rest of the day. Cause boy, get your life together. Like, you look crazy. So after that whole incident, debacle, whatever, tell me why I forgive him. I definitely forgive him. So I'm dating him. And then he actually ends up saying that his mom is taking him over the break or something to move or to visit North Carolina. So I was like, okay. So we on break. And tell me why he texts me, well, I text him because we're getting closer and closer to us going back to school. And I text him and I say, like, I don't want to date you anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, I'm really over you. Like, you know, I don't have those feelings. Blah, 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 blah. And he gets really mad, y'all. Really mad. Let me tell y'all what this boy did. Now we getting into him trying to expose me, y'all. So remember I told y'all, like, I don't send naughty pics, but I did that one time. Yeah, I did that one time. This is why I would never do it again. So tell me why this boy goes out of his way, make up another fake kick, another one, and I know it's him, takes my freaking photo, sends it to my sister, and say, you better check your hoe ass sister before I expose her. And then my sister goes to me, show me the message, show me the picture, definitely me, because we had a certain wallpaper in our bathroom, so they knew it was our house. And I was just like, bro, like, he's so lame. And when I messaged him, he was like acting like it wasn't him. Crazy. He was like, bro, I didn't message you, dad. You over here hitting me up. Like, you need to talk to some of them other niggas that you sent pictures to. I said, bro, you're the only one I sent pictures to. Unless you send my pictures to other people, then it's definitely you. He was like, nah, like, somebody probably hacked my phone. Like, I don't know who that is playing on your phone. Like, let me try to figure it out. I'm about to message them. Messaging the fake page, like, leave that girl alone. She ain't do nothing to you. Who you exposing? And I'm like, bro, this guy is freaking crazy. Like, I was like, bro, delete my pictures out of your phone because now I don't trust you. Even though I broke up with him, I wasn't gonna be like, oh, delete my pictures. I didn't really care because I already sent it to him. So, like, even if I was to say delete my pictures, he most likely was not gonna delete my pictures. So I just let it be. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, don't even worry about it. If it ain't you, it ain't you. But tell me why I never heard from the page again. Like, the page ain't never said nothing. The page ain't never try to say expose me. They only threatened to expose me by sending my picture to my sister. Lame. And he definitely had my sister's number. He had both of my sister's numbers. So I already know it was him. He trying to expose me. But it's cool though. I don't really care. I mean, I did care at one point, but I don't care anymore. But yeah. So
And I forgot to add this one last part. Tay never ended up coming back to the school over after the break. His mom actually tricked them when she said they were visiting North Carolina, but she ended up moving them to North Carolina. So like I never see him after that ever again. But yeah, I forgot to add that part in there. I forgot to add a lot of stuff in there. I tell my story time so fast. I'm so sorry.
I really hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Like I said, coming out with new content every day. Some is good, some is not good. Who knows? It's up to me. But for real though, y'all, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like this video, it's cool. It just wasn't a girl for you. Also, y'all should really hit that bell notification. So you can be notified every time that I post. So without further ado, Queen J